I spilled a little on the table anyway. I was trying to be careful, but I did spill on the table. Should I start with that? Okay, I'll start with that. Do I fill it all the way up? Oh, all right. I need the milk to fit in there. How much milk? Not all the milk, half the milk. How much soda to how much milk? It doesn't all fit, so let me try it this way. Okay. I want to show the milk going into, it's vanilla milk. The vanilla milk going into the bubbling soda. It does spill, but I'll try not to spill it. Yeah, I spilled it. I can't help that. Is that enough? Can you see it? It's bubbling. Yeah, I can see that it's bubbling. Okay. I have to wipe up the table anyway, so that's what it looks like. The vanilla milk inside mixed with inside of like in over into cream soda by Dr. Pepper. I had a comment that reads milk into Dr. Pepper, and I wanted to be specific. It is vanilla milk into cream soda by Dr. Pepper. Well, what I wanted to say was I am homeless in the threatening that Mitch, hello, he's the same last name, Moser, before I died out of my naming all of it because I was named by other people. I just find that they named myself, but I don't afford it. And which way I deceased myself is I'm homeless right here in the threatening. How did Mrs. Plesko arrive at giving me the name Moser? Because I can say that now. Which last name did she say is for who? Because she had a kindergarten class with over 20 kindergartners, maybe 26 kindergartners. And then she gave everybody a name, a first name and a last name, or just a last name, because I had a first name when I went there. It was Becky. But when I was registered, they announced the registration of myself as last name Moser. And I did not register myself for school, and I'm not a prisoner inmate in a prison with deceased address. The school has an address, so I'm free to go. So I was named Moser by Mrs. Plesko, the last name Moser. I didn't name Mrs. Plesko. No, her name was known at the beginning. She's Mrs. Plesko. I guess her first name, we are naming it now, that she's Mrs. Judith Plesko, and she was about 60 years old at the time I met her. She's past the age of being a Mrs. And also there's no dung genital in alive, so she's not Mrs. that way, but it's Mrs. is being used because the dung genital is in the wrong deceased. So Mrs. Plasko named me Moser. What are the chances of that? Because she doesn't have the last name Moser. Is she another psychic? No, because she has a school list with everybody's names on it. This time she's not wrong about the name in the list with everybody else's name. But how did it get to be Moser? Because I didn't register, like I didn't sign up for school and say my name is Becky and Moser, and I want to be called Becky Moser at school. I just went to school because the school bus stopped in front of my house. What? How does it know where to stop? I wasn't just standing at the corner of the driveway and the roadway. I was inside the house when the school bus was stopped outside my house. Who knows that? My mom, and she's still mom to me. Well, that's no way for them to pay for that. She's mom to Cheryl. And after that, Steve called her mom, and after that, Mitch called her mom. But I have to say, I don't know when I heard Steve call mom for the first time, because I can say I know they met each other before Mitch and mom met each other in my house to myself. But I don't know who started to call her mom, because she's not mom, she's Donna Trump. She's a Trump. She's a shunt from Trump, and that's why Donald Trump is in the White House and why his height is shrunk. He's Donald Trump penis because he has a penis is why he's not a Trump, but he's a Trump, just like Donna is a Trump. If you have a penis, you're not a Trump. You have to have a dong to be a Trump, or a feminine castration of a dong genital to be a Trump, but he's an outcome of an illegal, unclean death of a dong genital Trump, and he's Trump that way. Donald Trump is Trump that way. President, Mr. President, that's what I would say, because he's much older than me. That means I have to talk about what's not alive, which is like dong genital is not alive, but I still say Mr. President or Mr. Trump or Mr. Donald Trump, but I wouldn't say Mr. Trump is really President Trump. Yeah, Mr. President. Better to say it that way because there are others. He's not the only president, such as President Obama, President Clinton. We almost had another President Clinton, right? Yeah. Hillary. President Hillary Clinton. Oh, wow. Secretary Hillary Clinton. Thank you. The secretary is myself now. Is that why she's Madam Secretary? Is Madam a French word? If Hillary Clinton is Madam Secretary, I guess Madam would be French and I'm speaking English. Madam, Judge Judy says Madam as well. So it's English. What do they say in French? Well, I've had a number of comments reading to myself, that I get angry is really not something you want to see with yourself when you're looking at the internet, and I should stop for that reason. And also, you don't believe in me as God to myself, and that God is angry that way. So it's just no to what you see, and because you can see and hear it, and because you are yourself not comfortable that way, and because you're doing jail and prison on that point. And why did you respond in a comment when you still have time to go to jail and prison from my point of view? Well, my anger is what pays for my personality. I'm also happy, and you don't afford that either. You don't afford my happy either. You don't think that it's the same thing as you being happy, and I am miserable being around you and you're happy. Well, if you know what God is essentially, what makes you think you could be a lasting happiness over somebody else's misery in the close proximity with yourself? Or if we say internet and we don't personally know one another, what about the comments? And that we have internet contracts. What is your plan for everlasting happiness? And how do you plan to have happiness that is everlasting because it is substantially divine? And then how much happiness do you think is divine? And then if God has happiness as itself, happiness is itself, how do you sustain happiness over the existence of the order and for eternal order, and that you would have a feeling of happiness that is something like a small wave in that great order? That means you can't really tell somebody else if they're happy or not, or if they're angry or not. Why do you have to worry about that with yourself? Because that's against your genitals. It is absolutely against your genitals in the size of this world being very big. With a lot of people, the maximum amount of people possible are in this world, and more than that, because I am myself deceased here. That means there are more people because I did not survive what you did to me.